Welcome to Let's Feel Better. In my personal practice, these are some things I do to feel better, and it's a mixture of gentle movement, restorative postures, getting into the hips, and also mindful slowing down of the breathing. So let's go ahead and get started. Get your bolster, take it to the back of your mat. I'll sit your hips down just a little bit in front of the bolster. And start to roll down so that the bolster is supporting the length of the spine, supporting the back of the head and neck. Go ahead and open out your arms towards the sides to any degree that feels good. We'll have our knees bent up, feet planted. Walk your feet out wider than the hips, perhaps about as wide as your mat. And then let your knees rest in together. While feeling the legs rest heavy against each other, and letting the bolster support the opening of the chest, the heart space, letting your arms, your shoulders relax around the edges of the bolster. Feel free to let your eyes relax closed. And here I'll guide you through a breath practice, and we'll work on slowing down the exhale part of the breath specifically. So I'll count out the beats of the breath, and we'll follow this pattern of breathing. Inhaling for a count of 3, pausing, holding the breath in for another count of 3, and then slowing down the exhale for a count of 6. And we'll start here, just emptying out the breath completely. Breathe all the air out of your lungs. Go ahead and seal up your lips. And together through the nose, inhale, 2, 3. Hold the breath in, 2, 3. Through the nose, slow exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Inhale, 2, 3. Hold the breath in, 2, 3. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Inhale, 2, 3. Hold the breath in, 2, 3. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And let that pattern of breath go. Come back to your natural breath. And notice any effects of slowing the breath down. And start to bring your feet, your knees back to about hip distance apart, and gently roll off of your bolster. You can use your hands, your arms to brace you as you press yourself up. Just take a moment. You can move your bolster off to the side, off your mat, or behind your mat. And we'll come back towards the front of our space, facing forward, coming into a tabletop. Coming onto your hands and knees, onto all fours. Just setting up your wrists underneath the shoulders with the fingers spreading wide. Knees and feet are about hip distance apart. And one movement that feels really good to me in my body is to take circles with the body, circles with the hips. So from here, just starting to lean your chest forward, lean your shoulders forward beyond your wrists, and take a big circle with the body over towards the right. Draw your hips back towards the heels, and then over towards the left. Make this slow, fluid movement through the body. And you can take this at your own pace. It might be quicker, it might be really slow. And feel the stretch into the joints, into the body, into the outer hips as you find this circular flow. And the next time that your chest makes its way forward, start to seamlessly switch the directions of the circles, go in the opposite way. And again, just feeling into this fluid movement. You can even close your eyes here and just feel the fluid movement in the body without the distraction of the visual world, going inward and seeing how it feels. And then start to make your way back through stillness, back through center, through all fours, coming back to that stable place. You'll walk your hands just a couple inches forward of the shoulders. Tuck your toes, lift the hips up and back to a downward facing dog. And then you can do any movements that you need to get cozy in your down dog. You can pedal your feet out here, bending your knees in one at a time, walking it out. You can lift and lower your heels in down dog. We won't be here too long. Just any movements you need, and then find your stillness. Just for a couple of breaths. And then take as many steps as you need to walk your feet forward up to the top of your mat, coming up to a forward fold. Rise up halfway, lengthening the crown of the head forward. And then exhale and fold back in. And keep your feet about hip distance apart, or even a little wider is welcome. Take a generous bend in your knees so you feel ease as your upper body hangs over the thighs. And hold on to your elbows with your hands. Let the back of the head and neck relax. And just feel the upper body heavy over the front of the legs. You're welcome to stay right here in stillness. It feels good to me to gently sway side to side. And taking the eyes closed is really nice here as well. Just switch the crossing of the forearms, place the other forearm on front. You can continue to find that gentle swaying movement, or you can just stay still, or maybe you'd like to bob back and forth a little bit, just staying loose through the head, neck, and shoulders in this fold. And release your fingertips back down towards the ground, back into your fold. Take another deep breath in through the nose, through the mouth, let it go. And so from your forward fold, keep your right foot forward. Take a big step back with your left foot, all the way towards the back of your mat. Gently lower your back left knee down to the floor. I'm going to rise up to a low crescent. Sweep your arms all the way up alongside your ears. And as you reach your arms up, feel the length through the body, opening through the front of the left hip flexor. You'll take your right hand around your left wrist, finding that grip around the wrist, and pull up and over towards the right side, just feeling that side stretch over towards the right. Feeling that long stretch through the entire side of the body, expanding the space between the ribs, feeling that stretch into the front of the left hip flexor. Release the wrist, come all the way back up through center, and bring your hands back down around your right foot. You can tuck your back toes, lift your back knee up, take a big step forward, back up to the top of your space, come back to your forward fold, melting in. And rise up halfway, lengthening the spine, fold with your exhale, melting back down. And we'll come into that lunge, other side. So keeping your left foot forward, now take a big step back with your right foot. Lower it down gently to the floor. Lift your arms, your chest up to your low crescent, opposite side, sweeping your arms up, gentle pressing of the hips forward. Still keeping your core contained, your lower belly contained, feeling the stretch up. And then take your left hand onto the right wrist, find that grip, and reach up and over towards the left side. And breathe here. And as you release the wrist, come back up through center. And bring your hands back down around to frame the front left foot. Tuck your back toes, lift your back right knee up. And we'll take another step forward to the top of your space, coming back to your forward fold at the front. From your forward fold, just take another little half lift, drawing the crown of the head forward, lengthening the spine forward. Exhale, folding back in. Use your hands to help you as you come down to seated. Sit towards the middle of your mat. You're going to find your bolster again. And now we'll place it behind the knees. So slide it underneath the knees so you have that little lift and support for the knees. You can use your hands to help you as you roll all the way down the spine onto your back. And coming onto your back, let your arms open up, opening up through the chest, the shoulders. Feel free to let your eyes relax, close here. That little support underneath the knees can often help to release any tension in the low back. Let yourself melt the backside of the body all the way down towards the center of the earth. Relaxing into this shape fully, feeling supported. We'll take one more full breath here. Big inhale through the nose. Through the mouth, sigh it out, let it go. Nowhere else to go, nothing else to do. Allow yourself to enjoy and rest into this space. If you'd like to stay here longer, I welcome you to do that and really enjoy, take it in, feel that luxurious rest. If you're ready to come up out of your practice, start by reaching your arms all the way back and feel a nice long stretch from end to end. Gently roll off to the side and slowly press yourself up to your meditation seat. Take your time, using your hands, your arms to support you, coming all the way up. Bring your palms to touch in front of the heart and thank yourself for taking this short time for you. We'll close our practice with one full breath in through the nose. Sigh it out through the mouth, let it go. I thank you for sharing your practice. I hope you feel better.